Welcome to your Tuesday morning yoga class in the month of December. Good to see you all. Let's just go ahead and get started. Go ahead and start getting yourself comfortable in an upright seated position with a long, tall spine. We'll start with some moments of mindfulness. Give us a sense of arriving and get ready for practice. And we'll throw in the random poem for the day. That being said, go ahead and take some big, deep exhales, some big ahs. Breathing in through the nose and another big I'm going to start with the poem and then some breathing. It's enough. It's enough to sit in peace in the presence of divine energy. It's enough to let go of goals and see what shows up when I breathe in love and breathe out love. It's enough to say, I'm here, I'm listening, and then wait patiently in silence. It's enough to savor what comes without wishing for better or more. It's enough to open the door of my heart and leave it unlocked. All my failures and inconsistencies don't hold a candle to the radiance that's so bountifully shared with me. It's enough to bask in light. Letting those words of it's enough sink in. Remembering you are enough right here in this moment, not needing to do anything. Your magical presence is enough. Becoming aware of the breath. What is in this moment. Noticing and recognizing your enoughness. Bringing the mind back again and again to the next breath. And from this place, let's go ahead and begin with those 3 breaths together. We inhale through the nose and exhale gently through the mouth. 2 more times. One more. And with that next breath, we'll inhale and open the eyes and raise our arms to the sky. This time we're going to turn the hands inside out and look to the right. And if you want even more, you can look slightly up. back to the center, and hands come down. Inhale, hands come up. Again, palms together, turn the palms to the sky with the fingers entwined, then turn to the left and look up. So these first ones, okay, a little baby twists as we wake up the spine, the arms, coming back center, and release. Let's roll the shoulders a few times. One direction and then the other direction. And then again, inhale, hands up. And exhale, roll over your knees and come to all fours. Undulating spine, rocking hips, shifting weight back and forth. Actually, let's go ahead and start this time with heels back, hands forward, stretching out the armpits, coming up on all 10 fingers, continuing to wake up the shoulder girdle. And then exhale, hips drop forward, opening the heart. Again, shift those hips back and rocking forward. And back. And forward this time if you want to bring your ankles with you so that your top of your head can reach to your toes. In what some people call swan, you can. And then back to child's pose. Let's go ahead and come forward. So a half plank and slowly lower belly to earth. We'll start here today. Coming up to baby cobra. And rolling back down. And then shift your hands back to your lower ribs. And repeat that cobra. Shift hands back to they were to the top ribs. But this time let's lift the palms an inch and come up so you're not using your hands. Elbows pull back, hovering cobra. And down. This time let's bend the knees, flex the feet, and come up for that hovering cobra again. And lift the knees if you want. Ooh, that's hard. Hard for me, maybe not for you. And down. And then let's go ahead and come back up to all fours and undulate that spine. Walk the knees back under the hips. Move the hands under the shoulders. Let's go into some basic cat and cow. We round the back, look back at the thighs. Inhale, we look up, drop the belly. 3 of those. Finding the edges of your cat and cow. Really pushing into those palms, looking back. Nicely done. Let's go ahead and tuck the toes and bring the belly into the thighs, heels up for our first downward dog. Drop that head between the upper arms, lift the tailbone, and then pedal out the feet, reaching one heel back and then the other. And then both. You can do some bends. Once you feel your way into this, then find stillness in your downward dog. Strength in the upper body. Opening in the back body. Let's go ahead and look at those thumbs. Walk your feet up to that spot. We're going to inhale halfway. Exhale, deepen that forward fold. Bend the knees a little bit, really lift the tailbone up while dropping the crown of the head. And then reverse one. Come all the way up, hands over the head, fingers interlace. So this is what we did in the seated position. Palms reach to the sky, turn to the right, and then look up. So you'll notice in a standing position we have a little more mobility than when our hips were grounded. And back to the center. Twist the other way and look up. A little bit of a tiny, tiny arch. Back to the center. Prayer through the middle as we come back to forward fold. Inhale halfway. Hands to the earth. Step those feet back to that plank. First plank of the day. And shift the weight forward. And then slowly lower. Chaturanga, hover. And then coming into that cobra. Or up dog. I was kind of bend my knees, but I got a cramp in my leg, so we're not doing that. Back to down dog. Nicely done. Let's turn that into a little flow to get moving. Inhale, look up. Exhale, walk, step, or jump to that spot. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, all the way up. Fingertips interlace. Twist to the right. Twist to the left. Back to the center. Forward fold. Inhale, halfway. Hands to the earth. Walk or step back. Lower down. Inhale, cobra, up dog. Exhale, down dog. One more time through. Inhale, look up. Exhale, walk, step, or jump to that spot. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, all the way up. Fingertips interlace. Twist to the right. Twist to the left. And come on back down. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, walk, step, or jump. This time, hold your plank. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and shift forward, hover, chaturanga for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, belly to earth, cobra, or up dog, and exhale back to down dog. Let's go ahead and add on here, inhale, right foot to the sky. Let's go ahead and bend that knee and open that hip. Just letting that right ankle hang back there. You can look far over your left shoulder. Beautiful. And back to three-legged dog. And then let's bring that right knee to the chest. Again, hover here. Feeling that strength. Back to three-legged dog, drop the head, and then bring that right foot up. And let's put the left knee down, release the left top of the foot, low lunge, come on up. Hips drop forward, arms up, a little bit of a back bend. And then hands down, let's find that twist, right hand up, left hand on the earth. And then take this right hand and we're going to bend the elbow, and if you can place the forearm down and then reach it up. So we're alternating these two moves. And if it doesn't all the way touch the ground, that's fine, but we're finding this twisting motion here. We'll do 3 to 5. next time, bring the hand down on the outside of the right foot. Tuck the toes, the left back toe. Step back, lower down. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, lift that foot, left foot to the sky, bend the knee, let that foot hang. Look over here at over the right shoulder, looking at the left foot, opening that hip. And back to three-legged dog. Bring that knee to the nose and hover, holding. Reach that left foot back up, left foot top of the mat, drop the right knee, come up for a little lunge, drop the hips forward, little arch, opening, waking up, drop the right hand, or both hands down, and then reach left hand up for the twist. Really pulling the left knee toward the chest. And then left forearm to the mat and up. Finding your own rhythm. Tap and up. Tap and up. Tap and up. And then this time bring the hand to the outside of the left foot. Tuck the right toe. Lift that leg. Step back, lower down, inhale up dog, and exhale down dog. Well done. Inhale, right foot to the sky. Exhale, right knee to right forearm. Right leg back to the sky. Right leg top of the mat. Coming up for our high lunge now. Both hands up. And then we're going to reach hands back, chest forward, but my chest is not laying on my knee. So we want to be using that core strength. So up, and then reaching the chest forward, hands back. Alternating those two movements. And meet me with hands up, high lunge. Now both hands come down. And we're going to do something similar. Right hand up, left hand stays there, but we have the back leg up. So we're not putting the knee down, although you could. And then the movement we're going to alternate. Hopefully you can see this. We're going to reach this right hand, and we're going to put the left heel down and reach the right hand through here to touch the left thigh. So it's a variation of pyramid. So it looks like this. Twist, hand through and touch. Twist, hand through and touch. A variation of pyramid. So that heel is going up and down. The left heel, I'll do it one more time so you can see it. Whew. Meet me in the twist, and then right hand down. Step back, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Pause here, pedal it out. And then we're going to reach left leg to the sky. Left knee left. Forearm, hover. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Left foot to the sky. Little left foot top of the mat. Come on up for high lunge. Keeping that back heel up. Hands reach up. Open the heart. Look up. And then the two positions we're shifting between chest forward, hand back, and up. 3 to 5. or pick one of the poses to hold, building strength in the base. Up and forward. Up and forward. Last one, up, meet me here. And then both hands come down. We plant that right foot hand under the face and we find the twist. So we did this with the knee down, now we're doing it with the knee up. But then the pose we're alternating is we bring the left hand between the left foot and the right hand, straighten the left leg and reach this left hand back to the right thigh. And then we come back to the twist. Open and close and bring it through. Open to a variation of pyramid. And again, we're aiming for 3 to 5. And this time, left hand to the outside of the left foot. Step back, lower down. Inhale, up dog. And we'll exhale back to child's pose, just putting in a little pause here. Go ahead and do 3 big exhales and say, it's enough. I'm enough. This moment's enough. Remembering our starting tone. Stretch those arms over the head. Come back to all fours. Go ahead and tuck your toes. Come back to downward dog. Look forward. Walk, step, or jump. Inhale halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, hands all the way up. Interlace the fingers. Find the twist. And the little back bend to the right and the left. Coming back to center, release the hands, but before we go back to forward fold, let's come into our first chair. Hips back, hips back, hips back. Tuck the tail, so don't stick it up. Now, you can stay right here, or if you want to lift the right foot, keeping the knees together. You can play with what I call flamingo. From here, straighten the left leg and bring the right knee up. Kick the right foot out. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And without touching that right foot down optimally, right foot back, and the hands go back for warrior 3. And then let's step back. Hands come up for warrior 1. And then return to warrior 2. Let's try making fists. Doing something a little different. Sometimes making the fist helps feel the engagement of all the muscles of the arms. Drop the hips and look out over the left arm. Go ahead and straighten that left leg. Bring both hands up. Release the fist. Hands come forward and let's find a forward fold. Wide angle forward fold. Feet are parallel. Drop the head. Walk the hands back. forearms parallel, crown of the head drops. As if you can pour all the worries out of the crown of your head. A little deeper, then walk the hands back up halfway. Hands right to the face. You go ahead and bring the hands into the hips. Come all the way up. Spread those arms wide again. Turn the left toes back to the front. Reach those left ribs forward. Drop the left hand and come into triangle. Oh, open those arms wide. Stack the shoulders. Reach the right hand over the head. Now, right hand back up. Look in front of your left foot, and hopefully there's a block there, because we're going to kick up and come into half moon. So you may need that block. I'm going to move so I'm on the screen for the Facebook people. Or you can touch the floor. Half moon. Let's play with reaching the right hand over the head in half moon. I usually don't do that. Variation. Right hand back up. You can bend that right knee and grab that foot. Another variation here. Open the heart. Release the foot, hand up, and step back. Woo. Pause here, let the blood settle back down. Bend back into that left knee for warrior two. Cartwheel the arms, pop up that right heel, step back, lower down. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, look up. Exhale, walk, step, or jump to that spot. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Drop the hips, and we're going straight to the chair again. I'm going to go ahead and do that on the other side. So the first option was flamingo, knees pushed together, lift that left foot, back. Then we straighten the right knee and kick the left leg forward. Then we're going to swing that left leg back and sweep the hands back for a variation of warrior three. Step the left foot back. Drop the hips and come into warrior one. Hands back up. And switch to warrior two. Hips point to the sidewalk. And we played with fists. So engaging those arms. Drop the shoulders. Drop the hips. Hold here. Straighten the right leg. Hands come up, and then we turn, feet parallel. This time let's drop the hands behind the back, interlace the fingers again, and forward fold. Hands reach up and over. These wide angle forward folds should be very calming to the nervous system. Maybe some deep sighs here. When the world's upside down, can you take a deep sigh? letting go into this pose. Release the hands, let the hands come to the earth. Lift the upper body halfway. Hands on hips, come on back up. Turn the right toe to the top of the mat, open the arms wide again. Move the right ribs forward, drop the right hand, come into triangle. Stacking shoulders, stacking hips. Feeling that opening from fingertips to fingertips. The left hand over the head. Left hand back up. Again, hopefully there's a block there in front of your right toes as we come up into half moon. Playing with some half moon variations by bringing the left hand over the head. Keeping shoulders stacked and hips stacked. Left hand back up, bend the left knee. Another variation given for you to try if you want. Opening the heart. Release, left hand back up. And step back. And meet me in warrior two. Cartwheel the hands, pick up the left heel, step back, lower down, inhale up dog, and exhale back to the child's pose again. This busy time of year, seeing if you can recognize that you might want to add in balance between the doing and the non-doing. These intentional pauses in your practice, in your life, where you catch your breath. Literally, you pause, we put our forehead here to the earth, and we breathe. And we recognize the slowing of breath. You want to bring your hands back by your heels, palms up. We'll be opening the shoulders. Noticing what your mind does when you relax. Can you be present for the relaxing, or is your mind still worrying? Worrying and going. Can you keep coming back to stillness? And slowly roll up. Slide your hands forward. Come back to downward dog. I'm going to begin to slow down the practice a little bit, but first we're going to do a few more stretches here. Let's reach that right foot to the sky. Bend the right knee again. I'm going to give you the option this time, stay here, or you can flip the dog for a little back bending for wild thing. Keep lifting those hips if you're in wild thing. Look back at your left hand. Come back to three-legged dog. This time bring your right knee to your chest and then kick it through out to the left side. and come up for fallen triangle. And I'm lifting the hips. And then place that left hand back down. Back to three-legged dog one more time. Then bring right knee to right forearm. Slide it down to right wrist. And then place the knee down. Lower the hips. And we'll come into pigeon. Lift the heart. Use some bolsters or blocks as needed. And then once you get yourself situated, go ahead and melt over that leg. It is enough, this breath, this moment. Good, and lift that heart, that chest. Walk the hands back to the shin. Tuck the left toes, lift the hips, and come back to that downward dog. Pedal it out. Bend the knees, straighten the legs. And then we'll go to the other side. We reach that left leg to the sky, bend the left knee, and look over there at that space. And if you want to flip the dog, let that left foot touch down and lift the hips for the back bend. Flipping it back to the three-legged dog. Then we bring that knee to the chest and a hover. And then we kick the left foot out to the top corner and reach the right hand up, fallen triangle, reaching those hips up again. Now the weight's in the left hand. Drop the right hand, bring that left leg back through, find your three-legged dog again. And then bring the left knee to left tricep, upper arm, slide it down to the wrist, drop the hips, arrange the shin, stretch out that right back leg. Finding yourself in pigeon, you can put a block under your left hip. And once you get there, go ahead and walk your arms out and lay your pigeon down. So this practice, we worked on strength, stretch, and finding these pauses. Noticing when things are hard and when things are calm, and can we breathe through both? A few more breaths here. And then go ahead and walk those hands up. This time we're going to just swing that right leg around. Whoop. I'll turn this way so you can see. So we're here. I'm going to slightly adjust and tuck this left heel to my right hip, and I'm going to bring this right foot over. Now if this is too far, then keep it on the right side of the left shin. So anyway, we're finding the twist. So you decide where that right foot should go, one side or the other of the thigh. Then begin by really bringing this right knee to the chest. Bringing both hands to the shin and hugging it in. And only then begin to find the twist, starting at the tailbone, through lower back, middle back, upper back, and then the neck. Letting the right hand come behind you and looking over that right shoulder. Slowly untwist, reach the hands behind you, and then shift the weight back to the tailbone, straighten the legs, and switch sides that way. Doing the quick switch. So now the right knee's on the bottom, left knee on top. Either way, whether the foot's on the inside or the outside, pull that knee, that thigh to your chest, lift the crown of your head to start. Long, tall spine, and then find the twist. Slowly, gently, looking over that left shoulder. One more breath there. Back to the front. Hands again come behind you slightly. Shift the weight back. Whoop. And then let's just set both legs down parallel in front of us. Adjust the sits bones. Toes point up. And then with maybe a little bend in the knees, let's come into a forward fold. Let this forward fold be your forward fold. You decide if you're going to grab the outside of the feet, clasp your hands around the feet, grab the big toes, drop, touch the bottoms of your feet. There's just so many ways to do a forward fold. Come into your variation, and it might, my husband's very stiff, might be up here. Without judgment, pick a forward fold. And then hold, taking the time to let it do its magic. Noticing how it feels to slow down. And we breathe into that. Sometimes slowing down can feel harder than the hard, the doing, the challenging. Couple more breaths here, sinking a little deeper. Come on up, and then again, hands come by our sides, and just open the legs into that V again. So we did a wide angle forward fold standing. Now we're going to do it seated. Just the sits bones, and then As if you have a block, or maybe you do have a block, just slide those fingertips forward and come into your forward fold. And walk those hands back up. Well done. Oh, bring the feet together and let us lay back. How quickly it goes. Oh, finding our way, start back. Rock your hips back and forth. Make some circles. One way and the other. Let's find one inversion here so you can decide. Legs up the wall. Some people call this waterfall legs. You can do this variation. You can put the block a long way between the hip bones. Give it a little more. We're trying to let that blood come back down to the upper body. Or if shoulder stands in your practice and it's one you do, then go ahead and come in to a shoulder stick. Pushing into the back of your head, lifting your nose and chin. And then if you want, you can come into plow if you're in shoulder stand. And then through ear hugging pose if you're up there. Or just roll on down. And if you have your legs up the wall, let's go ahead and come to our back. Put one hand on each shin and really squeeze them in. Let's go ahead and stretch out that left leg and let it hover, lift the head and look down at those left toes. Again, let that left hand come down. Really like this. I think we did it the other day. A little core strength. Then we're going to set down the heel and the crown of the head. We're going to hook the big toe with those two fingers and stretch out through the heel. Maybe it straightens, maybe it doesn't. Left hand is still on the left hip or thigh. Then we're going to drop that right leg out to the side. Eyes can gaze to the left. You can put a block under that right foot. And again, maybe it's straight, maybe it's not. Maybe you're using a strap. Left heel reaches up. Switch hands, so now the left hand grabs that right big toe and the right hand reaches out, and then bring it across the body. You may need to bend your knee or switch to grabbing the knee like I'm doing because I'm going to hit the wall. Plus I don't think I have the stretch today. So finding our twist. This is enough. You are enough. Untwist. Bring the left leg back up. Squeeze both shins in. Stretch out the right leg. Lift the head. Stretch the fingertips down the thigh and let that right leg hover. Both feet flexed. Reach, reach, reach. Place the heel down and the head. Hook the big toe with the two peace fingers and kick out. Again, maybe it straightens, maybe it doesn't. Drop the left leg to the left as the eyes gaze to the right. Big sigh. Bring that left leg back up, switch hands. Stretch out the left arm and look at it as you bring the left leg across the body for the twist. Recognizing these deep twists are just as important as standing on one leg. It's all important. Balance and stretch, flexibility of the spine. Learning to rest. Letting the body heal. Go ahead and untwist. Bring both knees to the chest. Let's find that happy baby. Knees come into beside the ribs. Soles of the feet shine to the sky. A little rock, a little roll. Maybe you want to kick out in that wide angle again. Maybe you want to clap your feet together. You decide. Do something that brings a smile to your lips. Then bring the knees together, the ankle bones together, the big toes together. Wrap your arms around the shins. Lift your head up and give yourself that hug, crossing your wrists. Pull it in tight. Yoga ball. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. And then let's come out all the way into Shavasana. Whew. Letting everything relax. Arms by the sides. Toes can splay outward. Palms face upward. Or maybe you want to adjust with eye pillows, blankets, bolsters, pillows. Get yourself comfortable. I'll start again with the pose, and then we're going to deeply relax in Shavasana. The poem today by Dana Falls, out of her book What's True Here, is called It's Enough. It's enough to sit in peace in the presence of divine energy. It's enough to let go of goals and see what shows up when I breathe in love and breathe out love. It's enough to say, I'm here, I'm listening, and then wait patiently in silence. It's enough to savor what comes without wishing for better or more. It's enough to open the door of my heart and leave it unlocked. All my failures and inconsistencies don't hold a candle to the radiance that's so bountifully shared with me. It's enough to bask in light. Every exhale, sink a little deeper, relax a little more. And then letting go of the awareness of breath. And just float here in the stillness. Please feel free to stay here in the stillness. Or if you're ready, bring one hand to the heart, one hand to the belly as you begin to bring awareness back to the breath, breathing into those palms. Feeling the sacredness of yourself, of your enoughness, of that light that burns so brightly. That is what the world sees, your light. Go ahead and stretch those arms up over the head. Give it a stretch like you're just waking up, that long stretch. And then curling inward, roll to the right side, resting your head, your upper arm, bring your knees toward your chest. Pausing here for gratitude. So much to be grateful for in this season. Don't forget to look for the good. Don't forget to miss this moment. Don't miss it. The tiny moments, the smiles, the laughter, the clinking of dishes. Don't miss it. Go ahead and bring yourself up to the seated position. This time we bring our hand to our hearts. This is my chance to thank all of you for showing up for your practice. I really appreciate and I'm honored to get to teach. That light in me honors that in every single one of you. Namaste.